Hello everybody. In our last video, we showed you a nice little free BLM campground in Rawlins, Wyoming, where you could take in the quiet and enjoy the beautiful views. In this video, we moved west and into Utah today, where we have a really beautiful free camping spot to share with you. This place is super scenic and offers so much to do. It's got cell service and can accommodate any sized rig. We are camping on the southeastern side of Flaming Gorge National Recreation Area. Here you will find lots of camping options, both paid and free. We are going to show you free dispersed camping out National Forest Road 319 to Jug Hollow. Our camping spot here is about 5 miles in off Highway 191. The road starts off as hard-packed gravel and has some hilly and curvy sections. Later the road will turn to mostly hard-packed dirt with washboard sections. It is also pretty narrow with some spots having berms and bushes, but the road is manageable if you go slow and move over if needed. At first glance, finding a spot might seem a little challenging. The roads spider out in areas, with some of them leading to camping spots and others being two tracks for off-road adventures. We chose to pull off the road into a large clearing that was also a camp spot visible from the main road. This site was a little close to where some others were camping and didn't have a great view of the water, so we walked up the road a little further to see if we could find something else, and it paid off. We ended up finding a great spot up on the bluff overlooking the water with panoramic views all around. This spot was a pull-through spot, which also made it super easy, and it had a walking trail down to the lake shore. Being here in early September, the temps were still pretty warm for us, getting into the low 80s. Having this trail made it easy to get down in the water to cool ourselves off, and boy was the water here cold. Down by the water, we also saw rock fire pits, and there was a road that you could take to get down and camp on the water, but it was a little gnarly. There are ample roads out here, so plenty of areas to walk and get some steps. If you've got a side-by-side or some sort of off-road vehicle, there are lots of trails to explore as well. This spot was really surprising for us. Having camped in Baja, Mexico, we felt the views here were very similar. It's not very often to get beautiful waterfront camping with mountain views for free in the United States. Verizon cell service here was decent and had no issues streaming or working, but others have reported it can be spotty based on location. On a few occasions, we saw herds of pronghorn. If you come out this way, make sure to stock up because there aren't a lot of services around for things like gas and groceries. Plus, traveling the 5 miles in and out on the washboard road can get very tiresome very quickly. We were here just after Labor Day, and there were only about a dozen other campers spaced out. Some campers ventured towards the end of the road, toward the point. There are spots out there before the end, and once you get to the end, it gets a little narrow in the road with bushes on either side, though there is a turnaround. It is smaller and could be difficult for large setups. For small setups, you could camp right down to the point if you wanted. Another popular area for any type of rig is to go to what is referred to as the Pipeline Road dispersed camping on Campendium. When driving in here, you will see a distinct intersection. Continuing straight will lead you to a large area with beautiful views of the water. We really enjoyed our time at Flaming Gorge and wish we could have spent more. We were just driven out because it's just a little bit too warm for us still in the early days of September. We needed to run the generator to keep cool during the day. The sunshine was still too hot, temps in the upper 80s, and just too hot for us to be camping. We wish we could have spent more time, and we will definitely want to head back there some other time. The camping area was very beautiful, lots of ample space for numerous people, and very big rig friendly with great cell service. And lots of place to just go and explore around, and we got our kayak in the water. Really, we can't ask for anything else in a spot. As far as a few things to do in the area other than water activities, you can stop off at the visitor center about 25 miles south. There you can grab some information on things to do and talk with the staff. The visitor center is located at the dam.
They do have RV parking at the visitor center. They do have a very short walkway here. You can't actually walk on the dam across from it. You can only drive, but the walkway provides you with a view of the dam and a very nice view up the Green River.
There are a handful of spots with scenic overlooks to check out. One popular point of interest is Red Canyon. Here there are several overlooks to some really beautiful parts of Flaming Gorge as you stand 700 feet above the water. As you travel around the eastern side of the gorge and around to the west, you start to notice a difference in scenery. This area is much more forested compared to the desert feel of where we are camping. The road also continues up in elevation. We drove to the town of Manila, which is a very small town, and turned around there. On our way back, we took the really cool Sheep Creek Geological Trail, which is a 13-mile scenic offshoot of the main road that takes you through rock spires and other formations. It was a really nice find for us. Stay tuned for our next video where we continue west into California, checking out the really amazing Lassen National Park. We found a really super cool campsite with some giant pine cones and ended up staying here longer than normal just because of all the incredible things to do in this area. Thanks for watching.